Lala ngocolo Sandawana.
Kabuyeni, MASANDAWANA, the masters of carpet football, the Brazilians.
Member.
Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns.
Members, welcome to another episode of MASANDAWANA CUSTARD with me, your host, Miner Ali. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep the channel growing. I preview Mamelodi Sundowns taking on the defending champions of the CAF Champions League, Wydad Casablanca. What a team! The team that hasn't lost any game in the Champions League, playing at home. You look at their record playing at home. They beat the River United 6-0. They were able to beat AS Vita 1-0. They were able to beat the Petro. You remember Petro is the team that knocked out Mamelodi Sundowns from the Champions League last season. They were able to beat JZ Kabel 3-0, and they were able to beat Zimba 1-0, which made it 1-1 because of they lost 1-0 away, and they were take them to the penalties. You can see they play very well when they're playing at home, and again they are taking on us Mamelodi Sundowns team that in this edition of the Total Champions League we have been doing pretty good in the Champions League, looking at our away record. We haven't lost a game in away. In those 5 games that we played away, we have won 3 and we drew 2, and in that aspect again we as we drew those 2 games, we conceded only 5 times, and we were able to score 17 goals. And coming to this game, interesting development coming that side is that the club has parted with their coach Juan Carlos, and the assistant coach also, with the appointment of the new coach Van der Broek, who has already won his first game 3-1. It's very interesting looking at that, looking at it that way. Would it have impact going into this game? Will that not change too much of who they are, their identity? How do you profile this game with going to this game with the new coach who has only played 1 game? Keeping in mind in that game he might not show or all of his strength. You can't see his identity a lot in that game. So what does it say? It's very interesting to look at it that way. And looking at the last time we played against them, it was in 1 February 2020, and we won that game 1-0. And looking at the current form of Wydad, they won 3-1 in the last game with the new coach. They played a draw. And they won 3-1 in their last game. And it's a very interesting run that they bring coming into this game, and how you might expect them to play with that. You expect the aggression of their target man, Sambu. He's very aggressive. He goes in hard. He's a hard man. He holds up the ball very well, and he combines those places very well in the game. And they have a great wing play from that jersey number 3, Benayada. He attacks a lot. He gives them that option when they attack, especially on their right hand side. And they, like I said, they prefer attacking on the right hand side of their attack. And they have a good midfield with guys like Dawoodi. And when things don't go their way, they change their plan. They no longer knock those balls and those combination play. They hook the ball up. They play those long balls high, looking for their jersey number 13. Their jersey number 11, Onigan. They have an interesting way of playing football. A better way to deal with them is not to give them enough time on the ball, and close them down very fast. And whenever you have the ball position, the ball rotation, and suffocate them with that, press them high, don't give them enough time on the ball, and but team a ball. Don't give them the ball. You have the more possession of the ball, and that's how you will frustrate them, and you will start seeing them being out of character of them. That's how I think it's one of the approaches that Simba did. You know, they pressed them very hard, and yeah, you could see they started changing how they normally play. You know. And looking at the impact player, you would look at a player like Benayada, you look at the player like Zola, they are centre back. You have Adieta Ela, they're jersey number 14, El Hansouni, they're jersey number 10, and you have Buli Sambu, another good striker from that side, you know. And how I think we will line up, I think we will still play with the same starting lineup that is we have done so well so far. You know, we'll play with Ronan Williams, Kuliso Modau, centre bearing of Mudiba. Of Mvala with AB Batol, and you will have Mudiba on our left back, and play with Tebza Mukwena teachers meeting, and play with Neo Mayema, and also we will give Mbule a chance to run in that position, and play with Shalulile with Tapelo Mrena up front. I think with that way we can come back with positive results, and condolences to Shakwani family and all Mamelodi Sundowns fans. It's a sad time for us this time, and yeah, it's sad to see what has happened, and hopefully we will have him in mind when we go into this game. Hopefully we come up back with positive results. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep the channel growing. My name is Minir Ali. You've been watching MASANDAWANA CUSTARD and Kasona Style Sewi. It's a rap, guys.